Hello, 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 hello. This is the Empress Blu-Lotus, or yay, my aunt. And I am on here. Oh, wow. I need to turn something down. I'm on here right now because I can be. So, today has been a fun-filled, laughing day. And I am on here because I continuously come on here trying to practice with StreamYard because I do have some important things that will come up. So now is the best time to practice. What was interesting about today is something happened. It's funny, I did that video over the weekend about, posting people's pictures and trying to shame them. And it turns out that somebody was doing something about that. And what they were doing worked because there is no more of this wall of shame. And good. That's good. And what I want to talk about is the constant, always trying to belittle. And I want to know if everybody's platform, not everybody's, I just want to know why some people have platforms in the first place. Do you initially set out? There are some people, it makes me wonder, do they initially set out to do this, or do they get out and fail and figure, okay, well, now this is what I need to do because I want to be on top. I want to get 1,000 in my chat. Is this what you do? You start turning into that, or you let other people use you. How many channels are you going to lose before it gets into your head that you're just a pawn for somebody else to play with? I just don't know. But I feel like your channel, your content is a reflection of you. Are you that ugly? Well, no comment. But anyway, I um I just wonder, what goes through your mind when you're shaming people about the way that they look, about something that they medically cannot help. And then you still over there reading people. And here's the thing. When you read somebody, in order to make it funny, it has to be number one, something that is not obvious, and or something shady. I mean, I don't know, it's just not funny. It's not funny at all. Talking about somebody somebody's spiritual background, especially when you have nothing. It's not funny to me. It's not funny at all. It's not funny for you to be and you know what is interesting that I noticed when you're talking and doing these reads, you say us, we, us, we, us. You're not saying, oh, she's talking about me, or she said this about me, and she did this to me. It's you know messing with us, talking about us. It's a us. Marsha, 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 Marsha. Federal, 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 federal. See, that's the thing. You're making it so easy for people to realize that the things that you are doing is at the hand of someone else. And when the pieces fall, they're gonna fall. And that person's just gonna step over you and find the next fool or dummy to do the bidding. You can't even see that. But that's what's happening. You allow yourself to be a tool for someone else to use to do their dirty work. Now, what also interests me is the people who sit up in there in these people's chats who call themselves reading and reading other people and whatnot. You just sit up in these chats and you listen to this nonsense. A lot of the stuff they say are lies. I just briefly, I heard some stuff about Man Pam or View is a View, you know, which was exaggerations of the truth. Goddess, which are I don't even know if any of it was true. I don't know. Play a clip and everything. Goddess. I know you probably ain't listening and probably won't be, but somebody, if you know, go run tell her that her clip was used. Don't you know anything about anybody's intellectual property? I don't. Anyway, so yeah, and it's funny how you can't you're messing with the people that you've messed with so much. You gotta go out and get new people because these ones then wore you out. So now you're going out and get new people. It's pitiful. It's really pitiful. But the subbies that sit in these chats who listen to this, I never get them. And the funny part about it, I saw one in particular that I really, really, really want to talk about, but I won't. I won't. All I'll say is that sometimes when you pick up, and Goddess will know what I'm talking about, but sometimes when you can pick up other people's energies and auras. You don't have to be directly in front of them, but you can pick them up. You can pick up somebody who has a good spirit, a bad spirit, a good energy, a bad energy, someone who is a chaos spirit. And this person's got chaos spirit written all over them. Just one old nasty chaos demon. She's always in the amen section of everybody's video. Everybody who's doing something foul, I'll say. She's always in their amen section. She done made herself around. I didn't even know that she still watched YouTube. I think she might even have a channel. I'm not sure. But nevertheless, she was in attendance. Some of these reads that you use on people are old. The reads that can be read about Read the Heart of Philadelphia, they got old the first that whole weekend. The reads that the enemies of her used, they got old by that weekend. They're just about as old as James's RuPaul Said No read. It's old. Sometimes you people read and you don't even come up with original material. You use stuff that's out there and that's been out there. Come up with new material. That one, I'll tell you some other material that I'm sick of. Tracy can't have kids. Tracy has no edges. Tracy has a mohawk. Tracy, ooh, let me see. I don't know. I don't know. I probably can't think of all of them because they're old. Get a new Tracy read. Get some new ones. Those ones are old. But everybody talks about her and use those reads. But guess what? When she comes on that camera, her makeup is spot on. It doesn't look like Nutella. All of her wigs are spot on. We didn't have somebody named Demi who didn't do it. Her wigs be spot on. Her makeup, her nails. Everybody, she even when the pandemic who that's still going on with things shut down. Tracy hung on to them nails as long as she could. She always looks nice and presentable when she's on. But there's some people who come on and they think they look presentable. They think everybody is jealous of them. They think everybody wants them, but it's not true. And they have a chat full of people who won't sit up and tell them, girl, you need to stop because But anyway, and somebody also made a comment tonight. Like I said, I'm not gonna name names. Somebody had nerve to make a comment about Miss Pam talking about she's always in her car. She's always in her car because she has a job, and she's always going from one place to the next place. And whose business is it anyway? And yeah, she's always eating in her car because there's lunch. And then sometimes after you work for a living and you get off, you be hungry and you go get dinner. So yeah, that happens. And then, sometimes you make a comment about, oh, it doesn't matter that the wall is down because these people have been exposed. How you gonna like Jada? I'm sorry, Jada. I know you don't want me to do, but Jada, how you gonna how are you exposing Jaded for his videos when everybody he's never lied, he's never said he didn't do it. I don't understand how that's exposure. And then from what I hear, the videos of all the other people who were up there, they were just downright tasteless and tacky and disgusting. I know you might not know what those words mean, so look them up later. But I mean, come on, really? 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 And how you did not know or understand paying, recording, and redistributing was wrong, I don't know. You should have, it happens in the music industry all the time. So you should have known that was a problem in the first place. So, anyway, I digress. Get your own material, get something to do. Find something to do. Leave the people on the YouTube streets alone. And by all means, don't you or anybody else think I'm clout chasing. Because, like I said, I get on here and do this right here for fun so I can see if this equipment and stuff work because I have bigger and better things in store. And nobody will probably see this. And if they do, oh well, go run tell that. And if they don't, I can still at least see if my equipment work. There are people who are out here doing YouTube and they're positive. They do their reviews on shows. They might do how to uh redesign your home, how to doing crafts, going to doing hauls at different stores, bargain stores. There are people. A food junkie does a variety of things on his channel. Brianna Simone, she does a variety of different things on her channel as far as with panels or just getting up there shooting a breeze and cracking up and laughing. There are people out here who contribute in their own way, and there's a seat at the table for everyone. There is food there for everyone to eat. There's a right way and a wrong way to do things. 2020 has been a hard year, and it's going to get worse for people. It's going to get better for some. But what you need to do is realize that even though it's going to get better for some and worse for some, you need to nevertheless realize that you don't want to display a behavior that is going to, 5 years from now, do you really want to have a video that you made floating around out there for your children to see, for your friends to see, your potential spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, anything uh, to see? Would you want that out there? I know if I were some other people and I did videos like they did and I thought that my mother could see him, I would just die. It would just kill me if I stooped as low as some of these people stoop. All to say you pop somebody. And please, Yeah, it's 2020. We almost done 2020. Can we please leave hot in 2020? I just do not want to hear that in 2021. Please leave it in 2021. So do better. Do better in life. Do better with your channel. Just do better. Try to be the person. I won't even see. Do be the person that 10 years from now that you wouldn't say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that." Be that person. Be the person that when you're about 60 years old, you can say, you know, I'm so glad I did such and such. I'm so glad that things went this way. It's never too late for you to turn things around in your life. It's never too late to do things the right way. Now, I'm going to get off here cuz I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today yet. And it's funny. Somebody played, like I said, somebody played a piece of clip of God is saying something, and she used the word universe, and people are like, universe. Even though you don't hear you can't hear the chat, but you can see it. And you can just imagine the way that somebody said something that they typed. So I'm going to close out with this. Your universe begins within you. Everything outside of your consciousness is an extension of you. That includes your guides, your teachers, your lessons, your world, and your physical life. You create your reality. Is this really your reality? Is this who you want to be? Is this your life? Good night.